Fog Racing back with another F1 Manager career mode part with Ferrari, and we're looking to win again. We didn't win last time out, but we took the fight to Red Bull and we won the previous race. But as we go into practice one, Sainz and Piastri nowhere near at the pace. But there's good news. There's rain scheduled for Sunday as we head into the summer break. But as the sessions got closer, Sainz and Leclerc managed to eke their ways up to the top of the grid. And as we move to practice 3, Leclerc is on the leading pace, but surprisingly Valtteri Bottas in the Alfa Romeo is actually the lead driver. Carlos Sainz down in P10, which is a bit surprising, but I'm hoping with a wee bit of mixed weather going into Sunday, we can get the job done and try and outsmart Red Bull that way. I mean, I think the championship's done, realistically. Even if we had equal cars at this point, they've just built such a gap on us, we pretty much have no chance. But as the Q1 results come to an end, we're through and into Q2, we get second and third, which is good, but a few drivers are taking grid penalties, Vettel and Stoffel van Dorn. Verstappen, no. Can he be beaten? Leclerc can. Carlos Sainz next to try and beat Verstappen. Perez can't beat either of us, so at worst it's going to be second and third for Ferrari, which is a massive improvement in what it has been, especially towards the start of this season. But Leclerc round the final corner and across the line. Can't be beaten there by Sainz, and they're pretty close, but we get 5 red lights and it's lights out and away we go. Verstappen is just getting further and further away in the championship, but as we head down to turn 1, it's actually Leclerc who takes the lead of this race. Verstappen slots in behind Carlos Sainz, battling with Perez, Hamilton, Alonso and Gasly behind, and hopefully we can get Sainz. Hopefully we could have got a 1-2 there, but Perez has even overtook us. But Perez actually thinking about it on Verstappen. Verstappen, who's on the slow and medium compound like both Ferraris, while Perez is on the soft compound. We kind of want Verstappen to get ahead of him, because the soft tyres going to be pretty good at this stage of the Grand Prix, but Sainz has seemed to slot in behind these two guys. You've got Hamilton, Alonso, Gasly still battling behind them. You've got Van Dorn sitting rock bottom with 76 rating or whatever it is, but Perez and Sainz battling. Looks like the soft tyres here on lap 10 are beginning to go off, but Sainz can't quite get the manoeuvre done. Hamilton has been brought into this battle. Gasly is a wee bit further behind with 2 seconds down the road, but Sainz blasts past Perez. Hamilton now with the DRS open. Can he think about a move on Sergio Perez? He can't. He can't get it done into turn 1, and as we advance a wee bit further on to the race, we've got Verstappen hanging a manoeuvre right round the outside of Sainz. Verstappen battling for the same bit of tarmac. Sainz now going back through on Verstappen, but the rain is coming very soon. And with 18 laps into this race, the tyres, I mean, they could go a wee bit further, but you know, like, you don't exactly want to kill yourself. But as we get to lap 21, it is completely intermediates here. The track just gets so wet so quickly, and it's all the back markers who've pitted. They're not really getting as much as a benefit as you would have thought this race, but because like you think the amount of time that we're doing here round the lap, and it literally pissed down as soon as we went past, you'd think they'd actually gain quite a lot, but they're not. Leclerc though is getting helped out wonderfully by his teammate here. Sainz holding the rest of the grid up massively to help out Charles Leclerc. It is a 12.5 second gap to Leclerc, so Sainz just holding everybody up here on the dry tyres. Everyone trying to dive in now to the pits to get some bloody intermediates on. But as you see at the dampness of the track, it's actually heading more towards wets. So who is going to put on wets and who's going to put on inters? We've already put Leclerc out on inters. What tyres have Red Bull decided to put on? They've decided to put intermediates on. Well, Hamilton, I believe, has actually decided to put on full wets, and to Sainz's bemusement, he's actually came out behind Verstappen and Hamilton, despite doing all that work to hold them up, which is a wee bit depressing from his point of view. But the back markers have come out and they've actually leapfrogged quite a few of the quicker guys, but with the conditions changing back now to wets, who's going to put the intermediates on? But now they're changing back to intermediates, but now again they've changed back to wets, but finally they do change back eventually to inters, basically to the end of this race, and we've only 3 laps to go. Verstappen couldn't catch Leclerc and Sainz couldn't catch Verstappen, and with that it was a Charles Leclerc victory, easy as that. You'd expect more for a rain affected race, but not an awful lot happened. Verstappen finished second, Carlos Sainz finishes P3, Perez 4, Then it was Gasly, Hamilton, Alonso, Ocon, Bottas, and George Russell in the top 10. So it was the 5 fastest cars that finished in the top 10. So it was, even from that point of view, it was a wee bit boring. But Ferrari take some massive points into the summer break, and hopefully that's moved us up. Yep, moved us up to P2 in the constructors with a first and a third there. But anyway, guys, until Belgium, until the second half of the season, peace.